Wildcat's Revenge at Hersheypark is an incredible brand new roller coaster for 2023. And today I'm going to be sharing all my thoughts on the all-new RMC Hybrid at Hersheypark Wildcat's Revenge today in this video. So make sure to stick around through the whole video to hear every single thought I have about this new coaster and why you should make your way to Hersheypark to ride this awesome new coaster. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Katie from Katie's Coasters, and I'm so happy you found my channel, and make sure you subscribe if you are new here. Without further ado, let me share some of my thoughts I have regarding this coaster and sharing my full review regarding Wildcat's Revenge. Let's get right into it. Okay, so for those of you who don't fully know the backstory of Wildcat's Revenge and where it came from, the first official Wildcat opened at Hersheypark in 1923, so the new one opened exactly 100 years later. But the Wildcat roller coaster before the one we currently have now was called Wildcat, and it opened May 26th of 1996. That was the world's first GCI wooden roller coaster. That wooden roller coaster lasted up until July of 2022. After the closure of that ride, then us enthusiasts were speculating and predicting only what could be coming out of the next Wildcat coming to Hersheypark. The manufacturer by the name of Rocky Mountain Construction, also known as RMC, came to Hersheypark and completely retracked the Wildcat roller coaster. Not only that, they built a ground-up truss lift hill by Rocky Mountain Construction and added all this beautiful red steel track on a wooden structure with some black steel beams. That is known as Wildcat's Revenge. Not only that, when you add all new steel track to these coasters, you can add crazy and wild inversions, twists, turns, flips, outer banks, upward turns, under flips, and of course RMC is known for their incredible airtime elements. These new RMC hybrids are just absolutely incredible rides. I could not wait because Hersheypark is my home park and they were getting one of the best new coasters ever. Hersheypark likes to broadcast this new coaster of Wildcat coming in a new form with vengeance and obviously revenge. And actually on June 1st of 2023, Hersheypark invited me out to be one of the first official riders of Wildcat's Revenge and also to cover media and broadcast this new ride. If you haven't watched that vlog already from the whole media day of Wildcat's Revenge from Hershey, definitely make sure to go do so. I will link it for you guys to go watch. It was an awesome day. You don't want to miss it. So now to the ride. I kind of gave you the backstory. So my first time walking up to this ride, I was just in awe. I was like, no way this is happening. The station that this ride has is so impressive looking. When you walk up to the back of the park to see this ride, you see this big black building that holds the trains and it says Wildcat's Revenge, and then you also in the distance see the massive lift hill structure and you just see the ride everywhere, and then you see it flying by and you're just like getting so excited to get on this ride. But this ride's appearance is just so beautiful. I love the black and wooden structure that they added with the red track. It looks so slick. It looks so good. Then once you walk to the entrance, they actually have some memorabilia of the original Wildcat before this one. So there's some track up there, and then obviously the new Wildcat's Revenge sign is up there and you just walk under that. Pretty much the same line queue that the original Wildcat had, so that's kind of cool. And then you get closer and closer to this ride and you just see it flying by and you're just getting so excited, like the hype is real. And before you know it, the line keeps on moving, and before you walk up to the ride's platform, they do have complimentary double-sided lockers because Wildcat's Revenge has a no loose article policy, which means you cannot have anything on this ride. Nothing in your pockets, nothing at all. Any loose articles have to be put in these double-sided lockers. Empty your pockets. These lockers are free, so just tuck away your stuff, and after that you can walk up the steps to the platform. The ride attendant will tell you where you can be seated, and then you can just hear the hype station music in the background, and the trains will come in the station empty because there is a dual load and unload station. So I love the organization that Hersheypark has with this ride. So once you get up, the train will stop, the gates will open, and it is your turn to sit down on the awesome looking Wildcat's Revenge trains. These 3 custom trains are so cool looking. So you sit down and then you buckle your seatbelt because the attendant will do that for you. And then once all of that is completed, and then they will say all clear, and that means you are out of there. So you will drop out of the station into the pre-lift hill elements. And I honestly love the pre-lift hill elements because most RMCs don't really do much with that. I do really appreciate when they add some little elements before the lift hill. And then once you go through a bit of the structure, structure, you will turn to your right and start climbing this massive 140-foot tall lift hill. Yes, Wildcat's Revenge stands at a whopping 140 feet tall, towering over Hersheypark's skyline. It is beautiful. It also goes a top speed of 62 miles per hour. It has a track length of 3,510 feet, and it has a total ride duration of 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Once you make it to the top of the lift hill, obviously all things that go up must come down. So you will drop right down, and that first drop is so good. It has an 82-degree first drop, which is pretty straight down if you ask me. And after you crest down the first drop, it is time to make your way into the world's largest underflip. I personally, before riding Wildcat's Revenge, have never experienced an underflip. I was very anxious to experience this. I was like, is this going to be pretty blah? Is it going to be weak? Is it going to be super intense? Because I was like, it kind of looks slow. Is it going to do anything? This underflip moment was not underwhelming, and it wasn't overwhelming. I feel like it did what I thought it was going to do. It was not overly intense at all. Up in it is kind of slow, but as soon as you make your crest back down, you're flying. But then as soon as you got out of that underflip moment, you were just flying down into the next element, which is an aggressive airtime hill moment. I was not sure if this would give airtime, but let me tell you, this gives you airtime. Like, that is some of the strongest airtime I have ever experienced on a ride. Like, you sped over that. It was like quick ejector. And then you're instantly going back into another outer bank turn / wave turn. I don't know what you call that. I apologize. And then after that, you're going upside down into a 0G stall. Stalls are some of my favorite elements on the coaster. You get to just hang there for a number of seconds, and it's just so cool. And then after that, you're twisting right back out of that, and you are going into a wave turn. Oh yeah, wave turns are awesome, guys, and this one was so good. Then, more airtime. You get a crazy pop of airtime again, and this next element, guys, just you wait. Watch the screen what this element does. It bolts you to the left. I was not expecting that. That was so aggressive. The laterals on this ride is so crazy. It just bangs you to the left, and I'm like, oh. And you got airtime while doing it. It was the weirdest sensation I've ever felt on the coaster. I still don't know how to feel it. Like, each time it happens, I'm like, oh, I was not expecting that. So you get so much airtime, like I said, on that weird element where it's like a double down, and then after that you go into a 0G roll. Like, I'm telling you guys, the pacing on this ride is incredible. After that, you go back out of that into another 0G roll. So good. And then you get another pop of airtime. And then you just get slammed into the brake run, and you are processing what just happened. This is the fastest RMC that I've ridden to hit a brake run. To be honest, when I was riding it my first time, I was like, where's the brake run? And then it like slammed me, and I'm like, there it is. This ride just takes your breath away. The pacing is incredible. It's so intense. The laterals are insane. The airtime is insane. This ride seriously packs a punch, and this is a top 3 RMC. For those of you asking me how I rank its Air Force One, they are so neck and neck. It seriously depends on what you like in a roller coaster. Literally, Wildcat's Revenge has everything you could ever want in a coaster. I call it a mini Gwazi. It is Iron Gwazi of the North. Air Force One, I love everything it does. The intensity it has is so good, but Wildcat's Revenge just does it better. I can't believe I'm saying that, because originally I came into this with the intentions of Air Force One is going to remain better. I am still blown away. It is a top 3 RMC. You will just have to ride both, guys, and let me know which one you think is better. Personally, for me, Wildcat's Revenge, but still go ride Air Force One because it's incredible as well. Like, seriously. It's incredible. But yes, this whole experience on Wildcat's Revenge just takes your breath away, and when you hit that brake run, you are just sitting there thinking what happened. We rode it 5 times the day we went, and each time all of us enthusiasts rode it, we just looked at each other and we're like, what just happened? Like, each time we rode it, we're like, it's just so good. It's definitely the best at Hersheypark for sure. Best coaster there. It is so good. But yeah, this ride is just so complete. Hersheypark has been needing this desperately, and I'm so very thankful that they got an RMC Hybrid and this amazing, incredible ride that will last them many years to come. Thrilling riders, Wildcat's Revenge is top tier. Definitely you need to make your way out to Hersheypark now and ride this incredible new RMC roller coaster for 2023, Wildcat's Revenge. It is so good. I love everything about it. Hersheypark and RMC did a great job on it. It's absolutely incredible. It is wild. But yes, if you were to ask me what my favorite moment on Wildcat's Revenge is, that is really hard for me because I seriously loved all the airtime, but I also love the inversions. I would have to say My favorite moment on this ride would have to be one of the 0G stalls. Like, getting airtime and flying and whipping through an inversion like that is absolutely insane. But I also love the airtime, like the double down. It's so strong, and then the laterals on this ride. So I definitely think Wildcat's Revenge is the perfect addition that Hersheypark has been needing. I am so happy they said, let's get an RMC Hybrid, because I'm like, let's go to Hershey now. But yes, it is so good. If you love anything thrilling, this is the ride for you. This thing twists and turns, has airtime, intensity, laterals, anything thrilling, you will find in this ride. It is so good. But yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's full Wildcat's Revenge video. Hopefully I covered everything you guys were wondering. That is my full review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and also subscribe if you're new to the channel so you never miss any future uploads coming from me next. And if you want to see more Hersheypark and Wildcat's Revenge content, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section, because I definitely plan on going to Hersheypark a lot more now. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out, everybody.